Hey everybody, we've got a great project to share with you today. We're gonna head out to a good friend of mine's place and help him put in a water line. Now what he's got is about 10 acres of ground with a big pond in the back. We wanna bring some water from the pond all the way back to the barn into a water trough and to a couple other locations. Now what that's gonna require is almost 200 yards of trenching, and we're gonna go 18 inches down because they're not gonna run it in the wintertime. We're not worried about being below frost line, but we're gonna show you how easy it is to trench an extended distance and lay that water line in so that we can, bring that water from the trough back to the barn. It's gonna be an easy project. It's something I've done many times before, and I can hardly wait to share with you how easy it is to DIY this project. Whether you're going 10 yards or 200 yards, doesn't matter. If you're enjoying this video, please click like and subscribe to see more of Build It Better DIY. We've got the piece of equipment on site. We'll be back first thing in the morning. We'll beat the heat, get this project done. All right, so we're back out here this morning ready to tackle this project, but one of the things I try to keep in mind is that we are 10 miles from town. So we made a list of all the things we need before we came out here, and we made sure that they were here on site before we even turn a track. To give you an idea what we have here, we've got the angle blade. This is actually gets attached to the trencher so we can backfill the hole or the trench that we make. We've got a hammer and stakes and twine. I've got an extra set of hearing protection for anybody that might happen to be standing near me or working with me in the field. The tape measure so that when I start my initial trenching, I can set my depth, and once my depth is set, I'll lock it down and we'll just run that trencher all the way back in. But I'm gonna measure all along with that tape measure. And it's imperative that both of my tracks be driving at exactly the same speed to keep me from going offline. I'm gonna set them, I'm gonna get my speed just right before I ever start trenching. And this is the bar that's going to allow me to do that. And if I just want to run all out going someplace, I flip it down, then there's no restrictions on travel. We're going to head down to the pond at the starting point, and then we're going to set our line. But we've got about 185 yards to walk this thing. It's going to take just a minute. One of the things you can do so that you trench in a straight line is lay down a nylon line. What we're going to do is we're going to take this pin and drive it in. We're going to tie the twine to this end. We're going to run it tight all the way down to the barn. Along the way, we're going to put in 4 pins so that we hold that tension in the line. So we're going to go ahead and drive this in, attach it, use the 4-wheeler to run the line all the way down to the barn, pull it tight. We've got our line nice and tight and pinned at both ends. We're going to put about 4 pins in the middle along the way to make sure it stays tight. But we've got a perfectly straight line from here all the way back to our starting point. right, let's measure the hole. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the tape measure. We're gonna make sure we got an 18-inch ditch. It's gonna be pretty close, I think. Where are we at? Is it 18? I thought that was about an 18-inch bar.
The trencher is easy to use, and I let Mike jump on the machine and gave him a quick tutorial on how to run it. And within minutes, he was on his way and trenching the last 100 yards.
Now that Mike's trenched it in the last 100 yards, we've got a situation where we can't keep going backwards because the machine won't get up onto the concrete or into the building. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn the machine around, get the same spacing off of that side on the track. I'm just gonna come backwards. I'm gonna trench right back into this. We're gonna trench a short line from this water trough over to that line so he can put a three-way in it. He'll be able to turn a valve, run water into the trough, or run it down to the end. Either way, once we've got that in, we're ready to start laying some hose. All right, now we've got everything trenched out. It's time to lay the line in. Then I'm gonna start walking backwards. He's gonna put it down in the ditch. Once we've got it laid out all the way to the end, then we'll come back at the second reel, put a coupler on it, and we'll run it all the way down to the end, come back, make the split, put a three-way in, run it to the water trough, and we'll be done. We've got the first reel in the ground. Now we need to splice them. This is a steel union. We've got the stainless steel hammer clamps. I'm gonna put the two hoses together here, continue bearing it all the way down, then we'll put in the three-way. Let's do it. Every time you're doing a project with somebody, you kind of pick up on some new things and learn things that you otherwise wouldn't have done. You know, Mike was just talking about how he wants to be able to come across the field with a metal detector and pick up this line, and there's some metal here, stainless steel. We're gonna leave this band, the leftover banding from the hammer clamp in here with it. We're gonna lay the line in and then drop this in with it so that when we come back over it someday with a metal detector, we'll be able to pick it up and find it. So, pretty cool new little trick that we learned. If you're enjoying this video, please click like and subscribe to see more of Build It Better DIY. One of the greatest little tools that comes with this trencher is the blade. It's an angle blade. I'm gonna get to walk right down the ditch and roll all the material I trenched out back in on top of the water line, and the track will pack it down as I go. It makes backfilling super fast and easy, and it just goes in just like a regular trailer hitch. All right, there you have it. A simple DIY project done in not even a whole Saturday. They've got Waterline run 200 yards down to a pond and back to the barn and now over to a water trough. That's how simple some of these projects can be when you have the right equipment and you just apply yourself. In a little bit of time, you can do it too. Well, I got to get this machine washed off and put back away and get ready for the next project right here on Build a Better DIY. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to see more of Build It Better DIY.